love the chase and the hunting. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble.
Yes, people, I hope everything is well. Welcome to LFC. Before we start, please hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button, and all that good stuff. Lots to talk about. I've got my mate JK on here. He's going to come on and we're going to discuss, obviously, Liverpool and Real Madrid, as well as the contract issues that we have with the players as well. Please do me a favor, guys. Just get on the comments and say what you feel. Debate with us. If you want anything in regards to advice, we're here for you guys as well. So it's free. We don't ask for anything. We just want to grow the channel, grow a family, and just keep going. That's what we've got to do. Just keep going. Appreciate everybody that's on. Thank you as always. Let me bring you on and to discuss, what's going on around the Liverpool Football Club. Yes, JK, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
you
big
hear
up,
me?
brother. Big up. Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I'm just sorting out the sounds and all that stuff at the moment. Everything, we just done this early, innit? That's why. We had no time to prepare or anything like that. But it will show how good people are with their, freestyling and all that stuff. If they could just do it off the cuff, if you know what I mean. How are you, brother? How are you, man?
I'm all good, bro. I hope you too.
I'm good, man. The season it's been fantastic, as you know, and everything is going, our way. A lot of issues that we have off the pitch, which is, it shouldn't happen. Let me just put it that way. I think I'd rather be quiet or do it in house, like behind the scenes, than bring it out into the public. So the rival fans don't see our deficiencies, if you know what I mean, at JK. And unfortunately, a lot of that has been happening, especially with Salah a couple of days ago saying he's more out than in, and Trent still looking for a contract, or moving on to Real Madrid, and you got Virgil van Dijk, still looking for a contract as well. So before we go on, with other stuff, what do you think of that, bro? Like Salah announcing, let's start with Salah, then we move on to the other ones. Salah announcing, that he's more out than in, like publicly. What do you think about that? Because a lot of our fan base are with him, and there's only a few who say he should be quiet. Really, shouldn't say anything.
Football's all about a timing thing. When news gets broken out, when people say things, when people buy players, this, that, and the other and stuff. And I think that going into a week, we've got two of the biggest teams in the world coming to Anfield. I'm getting sick and tired of the whole contract talks.
Exactly, man. Me too.
I knew in the summer that we're going to be in a situation where these contract talks are going to be the main stories every day, every week and stuff. Yeah. And what they're trying to do is indirectly trying to unstable the club on the pitch. Yeah. Like, Liverpool over the years have always been sort of gone at by the media, by other fans. Like Liverpool is not really a loved club if you're not from Liverpool or if you support Liverpool. Hence why, for me, Sky, whoever will bringing these topics up 24, they need something. When there's no transfer market, they need stories to keep people interested. Yeah. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, for that very reason, Trent, Salah and Virgil's contracts are being used as a newsmaker. Yeah. if we were professional clubs, we would have gone into this season signing these guys.
Yes.
Yeah. And I said last year, at the end of last season, they're going to use these new contract talks, if we get them all signed by January, as the 3 true new transfer signings for the January window, you know?
Yeah.
Hence another reason why not to spend. So it's all calculated stuff done behind the scenes by our owners and the people who work for them, Edwards and whoever makes these decisions. You know
so
why
you
I know
do
this?
so you do think like there's going to be signings, the contracts, yeah? So with those players.
Well, at the moment, I just feel Virgil is the only one who's going to do it. And maybe Trent. Salah, on the other hand, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, are you worried about Salah? Do you want him to stay?
Bro, for me, he's our best player. Take him away, who's going to get our goals? Like, really get our goals. Yeah, Diaz and Darwin, Gakpo score. But Salah, you know, that guy, 89th minute, 0-0, bang, he'll get a goal, bang. And you can't get players like that.
They're
and
very
for me,
rare,
he's probably even better now than he was back in the days, you know.
That's what I said to my mate the other day. What I'm seeing, I said, what I'm seeing like is scary because you look at Salah, he's 32 years old, isn't he? He's 32. And he looks more fitter now than he ever did before. I'll tell you why, JK, because, you know, not only is he scoring goals, he's actually creating goals, bro. You know what I mean? So he's doing both, you know what I mean? And before it was just about scoring goals. Creativity didn't really enter his mind. I think I've heard he's only 5 away from David Beckham's all-time, you know, creative list, you know, creative record. So he's even going to take over, you know, the likes of David Beckham for creativity. And everybody knows, like, David Beckham is all about creativity, isn't he? He's nothing.
Yeah.
So if he's doing that right now as a player, bro, it's madness. It's absolute. 32 years old and doing that is phenomenal, bro. Absolutely phenomenal.
Bro, you know, like, I don't like that cliche when they say, oh, he's 29 now. He'll be finished next year. I played the best football at 31, mine. Like, I'm telling you the truth. Like, at 31, I was on top of my game. Like, so for me, that's a cliche used by clubs and the media just to sort of finish people's careers off at clubs, you know? He's past it now. Like, nah, man. Times have changed. Diets have changed. Technology has changed. Well-being of humankind's changed. So hence why the players can look after themselves top level.
And the football in the modern day is the physicality is gone, in it. It's no more like, you know,
it's not
rough
like it
challenges,
used to be.
you know, that will end your career or anything like that. You know what I mean? Players can just play for a long time. You're spot on. But what do you think of him, you know, announcing it publicly, bro? Like, should he kept it in house? Because we've already heard him say it. That's what I got upset about, JK. I've already heard him say it after the Man United game. Why do you have to come back and say it again? You know what I mean? Just to, you know, put fuel to the fire. You can't do that, bro, man. You just keep quiet. As a senior player, bro, just, listen, let your agents take care of it. Let your lawyers take care of it. You know what I mean? And you just play the football. I mean, because we've got a title to compete for. We've got a Champions League to compete for. We don't need no outside influences, do we, bro?
I just feel maybe it's the chess game they're playing to get a better wage. Maybe the contract's already 98% signed, you know? This is just the figure now. What they're trying to sort out. And like Salah coming out with that, could be another 50 grand on the contract. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes with these type of things.
No, we don't, bro.
And
it
the agents...
do you think it could be for show? It could be something for show, just to, you know, let the focus get away from the team or something like that. Maybe they're playing games.
Yeah, it could be, bro. So in that way, I don't mind it. In that way, if you understand my point, get the focus off the team. We're top of the league. We were top of the Champions League table before yesterday. So for me, all these things are sort of keeping our mind. We got a big week, bro, this week, and it came bang on the Sunday going into the week. That we got the 2 big games. So maybe it's a good thing. In a weird sort of way, if you want to look at the positive side of that situation right there. Yeah. But Salah looks like a good guy. He don't mess about, you know. If him and his agent are saying this, that, and the other, you got to understand the owners, they're businessmen as well. And they're not really, I wouldn't say very nice businessmen in that way of getting a deal done with them. You know, they want the best deal for them as a
but the
club,
thing is that the owners
for
can
their
say
own
to
pocket.
you, the owners can say to you as well. Sorry to interrupt, bro. The owners can say to you as well, like,
No problem, bro.
we're top of the league, we're top of the Champions League, you know, with and you know, with limited resources, so we're doing our job. You know, things are working. Things are working. They could say that, innit? They could come back at the fan base and say that things are working. Fortunately for them, if you know what I mean, bro. Like, we are doing great things on the pitch, and you know, we're winning games that we're not supposed to win, and you know, we're coming from behind and winning games now as well. And we're really, if you look at the games that we play now, JK, are you like afraid of the games? Because I'm not afraid anymore. Even when we're a goal down, we come back as well. So the owners can say things like that, bro. Like, we're doing good on the pitch, so we don't really have to, you know, listen to people, if you know what I mean, brother. Because at the end of the day, the performances on the pitch is, you know, is something special at the moment.
Yeah, but I feel like as an owner of a football club, no matter who you put in as to look after the football side of the club, you got to know a little bit about ball. I'm not going to buy I don't know, let's look at a rugby union club.
Yeah.
Myself, I couldn't even name you any players, bro. So what good am I going to be to that rugby union club I'm going to buy, you know? Unless I've got my brother or my cousins all helping me out who know about rugby union. That's why I'm a bit disappointed in John Henry as a guy. He should have a bit more inkling about how football is. Like, what is football? It's the biggest game in the world, bro. He's actually bought one of the biggest clubs in the world. So you should know at least a little bit. You must be able to do 10 kick-ups. John Henry must be able to do 10 kick-ups, bro. You know? So that's the only side of it I don't really like about our owners, you know? And what Sean, bless Sean as well. Sean's saying it exactly. Like, they need to put the money in. Like Salah, they gave him a pay increase to 350.
Yeah.
He probably wants 5. He probably wants half a million a week now on the new contract. He was going to sign one. So that's maybe what they're trying to work out. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Let me read the comments as we go on, bro. I'm going to talk about the rest afterwards. Big up, Ensman. Big up. Please go subscribe to Ensman TV. Great content creator, no doubt about that. Thanks for the obviously message, bro. Also, another one. Yes, Katie, another one. Big up Beijing Barnes. Big up Katie, by the way. Please go subscribe to Beijing Barnes. Doing some great stuff on his channel as well. Joe Powell, let's go. Love this. Thank you. Respect to lad. Big you. Thank you, bro. Big up. That's what you meant to say. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, guys. If you're new, appreciate that. Share it with family and friends as well. The channel, you know, we're trying to make it as big. We're trying to grow a family here as well, if you know what I mean. We have to go in and do the basics well. Of course, keeping it real simple will get us the win today. We just got to go down there and you know, we're at Anfield. We're only going to face them once, you know what I mean? So let's just beat them if we can. I'm here, bro. Big up, Uncle Roz. Big up, brother. It was funny yesterday in the spaces and Twitter, innit? Salah is up a level on the slot. That man's a beast. He's 100% Sean. 100%, bro. No doubt about that. The guy is doing something, you know, extraordinary, like for a guy his age. It's amazing what we're watching in it, JK. Like, I never thought, like, the guy he'll be going like this. You know what I mean? I don't know where Carragher is coming from, you know, top 5. I think he'd be top 3 the way he's going. You know what I mean? I don't think Liverpool Football Club had a consistent player like Salah ever. I can't remember me growing up watching, you know, a lot of players that have been consistently performing in a high level, you know, in their 20s and, you know, in their 30s, if you know what I mean. And what you said, JK, like, he's getting better. And which is weird. You should be at this age, 32, heading towards 33, going down. You shouldn't be going up. You know what I mean, JK?
Going up, you know?
It's crazy.
And this is what makes me laugh. Bro, do you remember about a year ago or two? Oh, Salah, we need to replace Salah. And stuff. Fans
including
saying shit that, you know, like you get Man City and Arsenal fans. They talk about players they'll have them for a year and they'll be like, oh, we need to get rid of him. We need to get someone else, this, that, and the other. And, oh, he's 31 now. We need to get rid of him. And that's what I'm on about football cliches about the age stuff. Salah's getting better in that way of being an all-round footballer now. He's still showing sparks of speed. Like you've seen him beat, like he's beating man. Do you remember people say he can't even beat a left back no more?
Oh, 100%.
And this is what I'm saying about fans sometimes. Chill out. Like you could not even do 5% or even 2% of what Salah's doing.
Exactly, bro.
You know, and you've played Sunday League your whole life and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of fans who say this about Salah, you do what he's doing at his age. Come on.
Mate, you know like Bailey, you know Bailey from Aston Villa. Yeah, he's a quick player, isn't he? Leon Bailey, innit? Do you see that goal Darwin Núñez scored, the pace Salah showed in that game? Like, I couldn't believe it. I said, Leon Bailey is a fast player. How did Salah actually beat him in a race to the ball, man? And Leon Bailey brought him down, bro. Basically, Salah started from from our edge of the box. Bailey was already back, defending for the team. So he came out of nowhere. Van Dijk passed the ball to Salah. Salah came out of nowhere, just outpaced Leon Bailey, bro. Leon Bailey, the winger for Aston Villa, and got to the ball first. Leon Bailey had to bring him down. If Darwin Núñez didn't score that goal, that should have been a red card, if you know what I mean. Should have been a red card.
Yeah.
That's how much pace the guy still got, man. It's frightening me. I don't know what he eats, but you know what I like about Salah? You saw that documentary, innit? If you call it documentary, with him, Van Dijk and Robertson, when they were talking about their time at Liverpool, and he was criticizing Robertson. He needs to eat better. He needs to, do exercise better, because if you got players around, around the club like that, they motivate other players around them. You know what I mean? And Robertson said, you know what, man, you're right, because I'm not eating right. You know what I mean? And maybe this is why my performances on the pitch is not as it used to be. Because Robertson, what is he, 31, man? You should be like the peak of your powers. You shouldn't really be going down, if you know what I mean. If you look at him on the pitch, he's not the Robertson that we know. But you can see what Salah's telling him, mate. Eat right, man, and you'll be fine. Stop eating all this fat food, and there will be a time in your life you can eat that. But now, just do exercise, get back to what you used to do on the pitch, which is running up and down that left wing, getting crosses in the box, creating goals, as well as defending better. You know what I mean? And I love that for Salah. I love when Salah says that, criticizes the players about their exercise and all that stuff. Brilliant, man. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, true. But I also believe, bro, like Salah and Virgil have a different mindset to the rest of the team. I would say Salah, Virgil, and Alisson. Them three guys, they're different. Like their personalities are different. Why? Because they're on top of their game. Yeah. So they're really mentally. It's the mental side of a lot of football has got to do with the mental side of it. People think it's physical. It's not really physical, bro. I always say that, because Gundogan, not fast, not tough, but he's one of the best midfielders in the world. Yeah. So it's all about the mental side of the game. Robertson. Yeah, he might. I don't know. I don't know what Robertson eats and does and stuff, But for me, Salah is the type of guy. He's so strict, and that strictness has sort of benefited him. Definitely in the last 8-9 years he's been with us.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. With Salah, like he's desperate to stay at Liverpool. You know what I mean? And the way he's talking is like he wants to break records. He wants to win titles at Liverpool. Even in that meeting I told you about him, Robertson, Van Dijk, he said that, why are we underdogs? We should be, saying we're challenging. We've got the best goalkeeper in the world. We've got the best defender in the world. We've got the best left back. But he said, no, not the best left back. But you know what I mean? He's one of the best left backs. He said, you know what I mean? And he said, "Wow,
I need to check that."
Yeah, it was brilliant, bro. It was. You should watch it, bro. You should watch it. You'll love it. I love every moment of that. Yeah, so. And he's 100% right. Like, if we've got these players in the team, why can't we be at the top? Why do we have to listen to our rivals like that's bringing us down? Arsenal fans are coming out of nowhere at the moment saying Liverpool will catch them. They beat Sporting 5-1 yesterday. I think to myself, guys, but hang on a second. You could beat Sporting by 5-1, but you're forgetting their manager ain't there anymore. There's a new tactics, new coaching staff there. So it's gonna take them time to implement their ideas. So you're facing a fragile team, brother. You know what I mean? You're not facing.
I was surprised about that result. Yeah, man. I was surprised about that result yesterday. I was expecting more from Sporting and stuff. Weird one, that one. Then Almiron gets a 1-1 at Ipswich in his first game. So.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all good. All good.
Yeah, I understand. Sean says Salah can remain at the top level for another 3 to 4 years. The way he looks after himself, bro, he doesn't eat stuff. He's Muslim, innit? So he eats healthy stuff all the time, innit? it doesn't go, overboard with meat and all that stuff. So yeah, you're right. You're spot on. Salah needed to say what he had to say, because media lying. Yeah, the media is always lying. I agree with you, brother. But as we discussed it the other day, Sean, I'm always, on the side of, we heard you the first time. I'm going to games. I see banners, bro. I see banners that says, come on, we've got to sign the new contract with Salah. People are already, the fan base is already, sharing their concerns, which is important in my opinion. And that's let us do the work for you now, innit? And let your agents and your lawyers do the work for you. You don't need to keep coming out in the press and saying what you're saying, because it will affect the team on the pitch eventually. Because you don't want you don't want the players to overthink things, if you know what I mean. I'm with JK. I've finally come around, JK. I honestly think there's going to be contract signings in the new year, and I think they're going to pretend it's like new signings, if you know what I mean, JK.
Yeah, 100%. That's what the FSG do. That's their sort of maneuvers they pull out. Like for me, I'm still saying we need a DM. Like for me, them 3 guys signing. And a DM, that's going to please a lot of fans, even though we only got the Italian guy in the summer. And that's how bad, that's how the way we've been run over the years under FSG and stuff, that we become happy with one signing. Yeah, they've got it to that level now, the fuckers, it's like, come on, man. These guys are like political football guys, they know what the fuck they're doing. I always say it, man. You look at the prices of the football shop tops. £40 I was paying when Klopp walked in around that era. £40 a top, 140 now.
Unfortunately, I'm that dumb person that actually pays for that much. I mean, so
bro, we love the club. We're gonna buy the tops and this, that, and that. I think I sort of separate that from the owners. Because for me, a top belongs to the fans. That shirt they're wearing, that's got nothing to do with them. Yeah, they make their millions out of it. Where's you remember that? Oh, we're signing with Nike now. We're going to pull out big signings. Who makes these sort of cliches? Who makes these sayings up? Over the internet. Oh, we're with Nike and stuff, and no.
It's them, innit? It's them. They're marketing people, bro. You don't get rich by accident, do you? You get rich by selling yourself. And when I guarantee Beijing Barnes can vouch for me. I worked in America. I worked over there, so I see how I worked actually in a place that's full of rich people, that got themselves somewhere, like Subway and owners and things like that. I work with their kids basically and teach them football and all that stuff. And it's all about business in that country, bro. Sponsorships, advertising. That's what it's all about. There's no real passion, bro. There's no passion to sport. That's why their sport doesn't really elevate outside their country. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why they have to come into our sport and try to advertise their stuff. Like if you go to Wembley, if you go to the Tottenham Stadium nowadays, they're playing American football there. I see people, because I work in the West End, innit? I work in the West End, innit? So I see a lot of people wearing American football jerseys now. You know what I mean, JK? Which is weird. Like I think to myself, we're supposed to advertise our sport. This is the home of football. And they want to make us get away from that to look at their sport. I don't watch American football. I watch basketball. I went to the Yankee Stadium to watch the Yankees. Nobody watches their sport. They just dance and sing, and that's about it, really.
It's a show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a show. It's like what you see on the movies that they create is similar to that, guys. There's no passion. Over here, we're slowly drifting away from passion side of our sport, which is sad.
True, bro. Because in the US and stuff, because it's like a rat race, as Biden saying there. It's like who's the richest, who's the fastest, who's the best looking, who's got the most skills. There's always going to be someone who's better looking than you, more richer than you. So it's like a cycle. They keep going round and round. That's why they lose their minds over there in that country, And I think in the way,
no offense, it's just like what we see from our side. That's where it's
facts.
Nothing,
I think it's facts. But when you look at the soccer, like I'm going to call it soccer because I don't want to call it football. I'll call it soccer for this way. When you look at the soccer fans over there, look at 12 man, bro. 12th man's more of a Liverpool fan than a lot of other guys who were actually born in England that support Liverpool, you know? So for me, it's like every individual is different and stuff, but the way they promote American football over in Europe in the last 2 years, Germany, England, they're promoting it big time. I'm not a big fan of American football. It takes too long, too much stop starting and stuff. I want a game that's fast.
Yes.
Bang, bang, and not waiting all day for decisions, you know. That's why VAR was introduced to England. Why? Because they're trying to get us onto that level of sports like the US. They're going to start advertising, and when VAR takes 4 minutes, they're going to get adverts on there soon. And they're going to be paying big money for that company.
Do you know in wrestling, you probably watched WWF back in the day. Do you know in wrestling? Do you know in wrestling, like you see them fighting, and you know in here we get the commercial breaks, innit? Yeah, like when it goes to commercial while they're fighting. Do you know this is real? You know that, yeah? I don't know. I went to Madison Square Garden, innit? I'll go there to watch things, innit? I went to Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I watched the Raw. Luckily that day Stone Cold Steve Austin was there, so I was happy. I mean, Undertaker's my favorite, but it's Stone Cold I could do it as well. So you know they're fighting and they stop in the middle of the fight, bro. And then they go for a break. Did you know that?
No.
I swear, ask Belgian bars. They actually stop in the middle of the fight and go for a commercial break, bro. And then you see them like talking to each other.
What is that?
The lights go out. I didn't know until I saw it for myself. It was crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. But let me read the comments, then we continue. Hi, Fawzi JK chat. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all doing? Like, comment, share, subscribe. LFC and LFC fans, we to keep everything in house. Housekeeping needs to needs to be professional and keep positive. What do you think of that, bro? Like, I don't know if I asked you yet about keeping it in house instead of announcing it outside Liverpool like Salah did. Did you say anything about that? I don't know if you did. I don't remember.
Nah, for me it's like old school. Like when you look at the old mafia movies and stuff like that, it's all in house, and you keep the ship sort of on the water, everything cool. You know, I'm not a big fan of social media news about this guy said this and this player did this and this, that, and the other and stuff, you know. But for me, keep it in house, keep it professional, and keep positive. Exactly, you know. You can look at a story which way you want to look at it. It depends on how you look at it and how you act on that, you know.
Yeah, 100%, man.
That's why the Salah thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying, hence why the Salah thing, the only positive I can take from that is that going into a big week against Real Madrid and Man City, he sort of kept the distraction of that game and them games away from it, from his comments on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I said as well. Like, I'm more old school like you, bro. I just want everything to be in house. I don't need to share my let me put it this way, JK. In real life, would you share your business with other people?
No, keep your family and business separated, as Biggie said.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The pressure needs to be put on the sporting director and FSG. They're moving like a homeless person with no money and treating these legends like scrubs. Get the contracts done, you pussy holes. I can't believe I said that, but I know what you mean, bro. You know what I said as well, guys? If you look at Trent, I don't know. We're going to move to Trent now. Then we'll move to Van Dijk after that. Actually, let's move on to Van Dijk. Then we'll move on to Trent. What do you think of Van Dijk? You know, as well, bro. Like, does he deserve what he's getting? Like, why isn't he signing a contract? I mean, like, the guy has been consistent no matter what age he's been in. And I've always said that with Van Dijk, Liverpool perform well. Liverpool start competing actually when Van Dijk is the best defender in the world. You know what I mean? That's when they start. Last season, he was the best again. This season, he's the best again. The only season we didn't challenge, he was like not at his best. It's the season Darwin Núñez arrived at Liverpool Football Club. You know what I mean? And, you know, the players were aging. We still had Fabinho. We still had Henderson. You know, the legs wasn't there anymore. That's the only season like we haven't performed. And I remember Van Dijk being taken off for a few games. Remember that season, JK, when he didn't play for a few games. They were making excuses. He's got injury, but he didn't. It just wasn't performing to his best. But now you see him back to like the Van Dijk that we know, less mistakes, leading the team well. And what's going on with him, bro? Like, what can we do, man? Because, you know, It doesn't look like he's signing a new contract anytime soon.
I think it'll be easier for him to stay because as a centre half, it's just different to attacker. You know, like attackers leave clubs more than defenders. When the defender's sort of firm in a team and he's sort of kept that position for himself, he ends up staying for a long time compared to attackers. Attackers always the club wants goal scorers, bang bang. You know what I mean, bro? So for me, Virgil, I don't really worry about him.
Yeah,
he's the captain as well, and so for me, he can play for another 2-3 years. There's no centre back in the world, no matter how old he is, better than Virgil van Dijk. Even though, you know, like Virgil, how many games he's played for Liverpool, you know, how many mistakes has he made? You've got to understand that, people.
One
you know,
hand,
like
probably
football,
the best. Yeah,
he's made a couple of mistakes, but come on, man, he's played hundreds of games for Liverpool, and it's just like I think fans pick. Like look at Kanate for example. Kanate for me, best improved player of the season so far.
Yep,
100%. He had a terrible game Sunday.
But he was awful. He was awful, bro. He was awful, bro.
He was awful Sunday. Him and Robertson first half, terrible. But we don't need to tell them guys that. They know themselves.
Exactly.
You know. So for me, I'll say it once. Kanate had a terrible game Sunday, even though he's probably been our best improved player. But Virgil, for me, is the easiest guy out of the three to get a contract done with.
Hello? I don't know where he's gone. He should be back shortly, hopefully. I can hear you. I can hear you. So
you can hear me. Okay.
You said Virgil is the easiest one that I have to get the contract. You're spot on, because I'll tell you why you're spot on, bro. With Virgil, his performances haven't dropped in regards to, you know, being consistent. Just like Salah, to be fair. With Virgil, we need him around because, you know, there's youngsters coming through that look up to him. There's youngsters probably will get a bite in the future that's going to be looking up to him. So if you give him a 3-year contract, he could, you know, under the tutelage, obviously, of the coaching staff and Virgil, players can improve around him. So once he leaves one day, those players can take over. It's like the 70s and 80s, isn't it, bro? 60s, 70s, and 80s. What you could explain to them, JK? What was Liverpool good at those days? Like, and I know I say it all the time, but I want you to say it. What was why were we ahead of our time those days, bro? What was the Liverpool way of thinking?
Replacing players in the way they did it. They knew a few years down the line, this guy could be moved on. Even though it was great in them 2 years before, they knew within 2 years, maybe he wasn't going to, let's bring someone in slowly, and they'll take over that position. You know, and Liverpool were one of the best at doing that.
Yeah, that's the one thing I miss, man, about I've always said that, JK, you know, the 60s, 70s, and 80s, like Bill Shankly onwards, those teams were way ahead of their time. If you study history about Liverpool, the way they performed, this is why we're still the most dominant team in Europe and domestically. You know what I mean? Nobody's ever reached that heights. Even great Man United team, even great Arsenal team, even great Chelsea team, Man City team. Nobody's ever reached that heights of Liverpool. We're the only ones still to this day that dominated Europe and the Premier League or the first division back in the day. And you can see in the modern day football, it's hard to do that. But we used to do it. Come on, guys, one substitute back in the day. And there was no group stages in the Champions League.
You know what I mean?
There was no group stages in the European Cup back in the day. It was like home and away, and that's it. You know what I mean? You win or you lose, and that's it, you're out. That's how it was.
And you only get in if you win the league. You only get in if you win the league as well.
There you go, bro.
You know? So now it's like you can finish 10th and you get a chance.
Well, look at Jimmy Chura.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
League, bro. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Abdul, big up Abdul.
For me, I love the Champions League.
Yeah. Do you like this group? Sorry, let me just read this and I'll ask you. LFC trophies. Our owner needs to have on-pitch ambition. We need signing in January and the summer 2025 for FSG app. We're always going to be FSG app, bro. That's never going to change anyway. But you're 100% correct. We do need signings in January. We need signings in the summer as well. They better raise the money some way, somehow, because if we're going to go to another season without signings, then we've got a problem, in my opinion. But yeah, carry on. What were you going to say, bro?
No, I'm just saying, we need signings, but I think, like, how many years has it been now? It's the same old topic every year with these guys. You know, we need signings and stuff. You know, they give us signings, but in dribs and drabs. But for me, this January, for me, minimum 3 contracts signed, 1 DM in. Minimum, that is for me.
Minimum, yeah.
Minimum.
What's the maximum? What's the maximum for you, though, bro?
For me, maximum 3. Them 3 get signed. We get a DM, we get a centre back.
Yeah, me
That'd
too.
be like next level, you know.
Yeah, people.
But for me, also about Virgil.
Go.
I just wanted to say about Virgil. Kwanzaa and Kanate have learnt a lot from Virgil, in the same way Keller has learnt a lot from Alisson.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what great players do. That's the importance of Virgil van Dijk.
I remember Kelleher when he first came on the scene. I remember the Arsenal game. I think we won by, was it 4-3 or something? When Origi scored against Martinez, when Martinez was playing for Arsenal. I remember Kelleher just conceding goals left, right, and centre. You see, this is what I've been trying to tell people. If you get quality players, the players around them will, will raise their game. You know what I mean, JK, to the next level.
Exactly.
If you have crap players around you, it will never happen. It will never, you never happen. But carry on.
I think Kwanzaa is the Virgil mirror. When you look at it, really, when you look at Kwanzaa and you look at Virgil, very similar in gameplay. And I think Kwanzaa is that example of that. I think Virgil van Dijk's helped Kwanzaa so much that Kwanzaa's playing next to Virgil now.
Yes.
And that's the importance of Virgil van Dijk. He's made Kwanzaa become the player he has. I don't care what anyone says, but that's how it's been. He's been playing with him, training with him, and he's looked at him as like, you know what, I want to be as good as this guy.
100%, no doubt about that, man. Because whoever plays next to Virgil is always going to be, in the next level. Look at people forget, with Joe Gomez as well. Listen, people, Joe Gomez is a Premier League winner. You're forgetting in that season Liverpool won the league. He was the partner for Van Dijk. It wasn't Matip, it wasn't Konate, it wasn't Kwanzaa. It was Joe Gomez and Van Dijk that actually won that league. Lovren came in and out, but if you look at majority of that season, Gomez was his partner. And he's still at the club as well. So it shows, man, everybody can elevate their game to the next level next to that kind of player. Virgil's one of the greatest defenders, man. Alan Hansen, Virgil, for me, is, listen, no offense to Ron Yates, and Phil Thompson, Emilian Hughes, the greatest defenders that we ever had in past years. But Virgil, come on, guys, man.
Him and Hansen together, that's my dream team there.
I wish you saw Hansen, guys. You know what I mean? You would have loved that guy, man. When I was a kid, he was my favorite defender, man. Not many people mention Hansen, They talk about Tony Adams, they talk about Rio Ferdinand and all these, Vidic, but not many people talk about Hansen, man. Hansen was a great centre back.
Hansen was so good. I wanted to play centre back because of Hansen. Like, that's how good that guy was.
Exactly, bro. Please, people, give a subscribe to AKMLFC and Frank Carlisle's channels, please. They're great content creators. Big up, Sean, by the way, man. Big up, brother. Let's see some more comments. John W. Henry can't even play baseball. Furthermore, keep up. So we know, bro.
You know what I mean?
Facts, JK. It's true. Non-football men's are dedicating how. Dictating how football should be, even when Harry Redknapp, spot on.
Bang on, Ravi. Bang on.
Spot on, bro. Trent, Virgil, Salah signed a contract. We need to win every game, win trophies. We can't win every game, bro. You know what I mean? It's an impossible task, but we will try. People, get your comments through, man. I could see there's 23 people watching, but we need your comments, innit? Have your opinion. This channel, you don't have to pay anything. It's free. Me and JK will read your opinion, your messages. So please, just get on there, man. Get on there and, share your feelings, man. Share your feelings. Big up, Alexandra. Big up, Alexandra. Yeah. But so as we said about Virgil, bro, I'm expecting obviously contract signing by Virgil. Obviously, more than any of the, more than the other two. We need Virgil to be signing a contract as soon as possible, in my opinion.
I think if Virgil wouldn't want to go back to Holland and play now, what I mean. So if he came from France, no, not France, Spain or maybe Germany.
Yeah,
maybe like he wants to go head back home now and do something with his old team or you know, like whatever it is. But for me, Virgil knows himself he can play for another 3 years.
Yeah.
Him and Salah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, the owners should be getting that contract sort of wrapped up. The Trent one, I've seen Trent's body language this season, showing a lot of smiles and sort of grabbing the badge and, you know, but for me, Trent won't go to Real Madrid. I just feel Liverpool means too much to him.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to discuss next, guys. Yeah, Trent. So me and JK. Big up the final. So please go subscribe to the Final Whistle. He's a great lad, a great content creator as well, and follow him on X, Twitter. He's got brilliant stuff. Keep the comments coming in, guys. Yeah, we will read them out. Don't worry about that. We will. Even if you think we missed it, we haven't missed it. Don't worry. We'll be here until we read them all out. As you can see, that's his channel. Please go and subscribe to him. Appreciate that. With Trent, yeah, let me say something to you guys. I think like majority of the people haven't been here, so I'll explain to you what I think about Trent and why he's not signing the contract. If you put yourself in Trent's shoes, this is your last contract being a top player, because the next contract is when you're in your 30s. Do you know what I mean, JK? So what he's looking at is, it's since this is my last contract, am I gonna stay beyond 30? Because the way Liverpool move, he's watching what they're doing to the likes of Salah and Van Dijk, if you know what I mean, brother. So when he gets that age, is he gonna go for the same thing? Do you know what I mean, JK? So this is what he's worried about, bro, and this is what people don't understand. You know what I mean? If Liverpool signed the likes of Salah and Van Dijk's contract, I don't think Trent's contract would be a problem. But he's looking at the long term. You know what I mean? Would he be treated the same as, if you're treating two legends like Salah and Van Dijk that way? Imagine when Trent gets that age. Do you know what I mean? He's already thinking about the future. Do you know what I mean, JK? Does that make sense?
You know what? Yeah, it makes sense. You know, like he's thinking about the future in that way. Yeah, it's mad, but it's true in a weird way. Hence why I was saying, like, you got to understand, sometimes I feel the players and the owners and the people who run the club don't know each other. It's like weird. Like, I swear, it's like they're living on two different planets, you know, like after Salah's comments on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's just weird, like, you know, they're giving that sort of information out and stuff. But for me, if Salah and Virgil is already wrapped up, there's no question about it. Trent should be thinking, yeah. But for me, the players know how the club is run inside, how they get treated by them. We just look at the wages. Yeah, they're happy. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I just feel that. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I just feel the Madrid thing is big for Trent, but I just feel playing for Liverpool is bigger for him.
Yeah. You got to look into that, guys. Like, sometimes you got to think outside the box in order for you to understand why players don't sign a contract, and that's why Trent is looking at, man. He's looking at his long-term future. I mean, I could go, and not only that, if a club says to you, JK, we're not going to win the league in the next season or so, it's going to take us 3 years. So in 3 years, 27, 28, 29, it's going to be 29. And this is the prime. You're at your prime. You're just reaching your prime right now. Would you want to stay like for 3 years? Until you start challenging? Obviously, we're challenging now. We don't know what's going to happen, JK. Nobody knew we was going to win the challenge for the league this season. Let's just be honest. And we don't know what's going to happen in the next year.
I always feel we will. I always feel as a Liverpool fan, I always feel we're going to do all right. You know, hence because of the squad we had, bro. Yeah. That was it. But what we've done so far, fair play to the guy, Slot. You know, he's kept it really low key.
Yeah,
and he hasn't I thought in the way he came into the club, I did not like in the way, I'm going to be the new Liverpool manager when he was still at Feyenoord.
Yeah, that's right.
And fair play to them. They got a 3-3 yesterday against City. That was good. Oh, bro, 3-0 up, 3-3. That's what I'm saying. Like, Man City at the bottom. I'm not even going to talk about Man City, really. Let them carry on what they're doing. We don't need to hype that.
Did you see Pep's face, mate? Like, it's like he's had a fight. You know what I mean? It looks like he's probably knowing what I've seen of him. Have you seen his documentary? Like when he's getting angry and all that stuff in the changing room, in the locker room. So I mean, he's got scratches on his face, man, and he said he scratched himself. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I looked at his forehead.
That looks like some WWF sort of. WWF. Vince McMahon comes out something to tap to Pep.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, yeah, listen.
Undertaker ripped him.
Like, I look at Pep Guardiola. Now, let's see how good he is as a manager. Now he's not spending the money. He's not doing what he, usually does. There's a struggle, people. There's the evidence. The evidence is right in front of your face. Without money, this guy looks like a normal person. With money, he's a extraordinary person. You know what I mean? So let's see what he's gonna do in Jan. If he signs 4 or 5 players, it shows it's all about the money, in my opinion.
And Alvarez got scored 2 beauties yesterday as well for Atletico. He scored some 2 good goals yesterday. That free kick was like, whoa, go on, fair play to you. They needed him this season. Like, for me, Alvarez, I don't really reckon he's that good.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's better than Nunes. Let's be honest, he's better than Nunes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. But I like Darwin's gameplay better in that way of a
player. Off the ball work, yeah,
like running and stuff like that. For me, I'll quickly say something about Darwin. The other day against Southampton, Darwin Nunes don't get fed in games. Not enough crosses coming in. Okay, we're crossing the ball in more in the last few games. I've realised that. But he made this run, and Andy Robertson first time needed to cross that ball. And he didn't play that ball. He ran through beautifully. Didn't play the ball, bro. And it happens to him quite a lot. Play the guy, man. I saw
the Soboslai one when he went across the pitch and he just gave him the ball, but he went the other way. I agree with you, but that's something in
play
training.
The guy through.
That's something in training, isn't it? You got to practice, and I think they've been doing that lately. But what I like about Darwin at the moment, bro, he's not losing the ball a lot. He's not making those diagonal passes anymore. He's holding up play. He's passing the right passes. He doesn't really lose a lot of possession either, if you look at him, bro. So he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing.
He's doing the right thing.
Yeah. Let's just, like I said, give him to the end of the season. We could judge him. Don't judge him now, man, because he could be the difference for the title in this season as well.
He could be better. For me, I'm not going to say he's the greatest number 9 in the world and stuff. But for me, if I was playing in that Liverpool team, Darwin Nunes is the guy I want up front. I would give him that ball. Like, for me, Szoboszlai ball could have paid him straight through. There was 2 defenders around him, but he would have just played him straight. Bro, that is the type of football I used to love playing. Them type of balls to my centre forward. Like that number 10 position, there's a perfect chance to play the guy. Endo did it as well a few games back. Could have played Darwin through, never did it.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not doing it, man.
Yeah. Where is Chiesa, Elliot, Jota, Alisson? I think Alisson is back. Chiesa is back in training, and Elliot is back in training. Jota is back, but he's doing indoors at the moment, guys. So yeah, just keep an eye on that for that. I'll do the breakdown at the end of it. No worries, Abdul. No worries, brother. Will cost more to try replacing someone like him. There's no replacing him. Show him the goddamn money. That's Salah.
Show him the goddamn money.
Darwin needs to improve 100%, Abdul. There's no doubt about that, bro. There's no doubt about that. Nunes needs to get more service. If he doesn't get the service, he can't do much. Yeah, spot on, bro. We're here. We're supportive here, bro. Robbo, too much iron, bro. That drink, and Buck fast and haggis. Don't mean to haggis. I understand what you're saying, bro. I understand. Yeah, but listen, Robbo, I'm not a hater of Robbo. I don't come on streams to criticize Robbo. I hate people criticizing Robbo. That's why I say get him at the limelight sometimes. Get Costas to play, just to stop people criticizing Robbo, man, because he doesn't deserve it. This guy's won the Premier League for you guys, and I mean, he set up a lot of goals that led to wins.
That's a 10-5er.
Yeah, bro.
I like, for me, disrespecting Robertson, even though he might be not on top of his game. Against Arsenal and against Southampton, for example, the 2 bad games against United away, where we won 3-0. For me, probably our best defender that day. He was he played 100%. Real good.
100%.
Robertson still got an engine, man. Did you see him against Southampton? He ran. He ran from the back. He's got an engine. So it's maybe that starting games, not starting games over the last 2 years hasn't been regular. I think sort of messed his head up maybe, and also playing international football every international break. He's the captain. He plays.
100%. You're spot on, bro. Beijing Barnes said, that's what I said about Salah as well, bro. Like, I think he needs to retire from the Egyptian team because he doesn't need that anymore. You know, I mean, he's 32, heading to 33. Why are you still playing international football? Not only that, if you look at the Egyptian team, they're all aging at the same time as well. So that you're not going to get really, fresh young players coming through that's going to, take you to win the African nations or anything like that. Do you know what I mean, JK? I don't know, like, at this age, why they're still playing international football. I really don't. To me, like, if Salah wants his career to have a longevity, get rid of international football, bro. Just concentrate on club football in your latter years, and then you could just prepare for that. Because it's frustrating having a great player like Salah in the middle of the season disappearing, to the AFCON while we're challenging for a league title. Do you get what I'm saying, Jake?
Yeah, that's sort of thingy. But they got the guy from Frankfurt up top now. Who plays up front? Mazzaral.
I know.
He's having a good season. So maybe but for me, like, they should look after him in that way where he don't train.
Yeah.
While he's there, he just relaxes, plays the games, but don't train as much. Keep it cool, Bit of walking.
But the thing is, you can see with Egypt, bro, they're not going to win anything. The team's aging badly. I mean, you could say about that young player coming from, that's one. But what about the goalkeeper? What about the defense? What about the fullbacks? What about the midfield? What about the wingers? You know what I mean? What about the forward line? They're all getting older, and you can never see them like winning any championships with that team. So it needs a whole surgery in that team, from what I can see, if you know what I mean. But Beijing Bar says, facts for in North America, it's all about business, work people like dogs, and rat race. You're spot on. I don't know if you know about it. In a whole year, in America, bro, if you're working, you only get 10 days off. Believe it or not, JK. 10 days off.
Crazy.
In America. That's crazy, bro. 10 days off, bro. Please go and subscribe to Beijing Barnes and the crew. You can see the link right there. Much appreciated, guys. Fozzy, we need to have you on one of our shows soon. 100%, bro. I'm always here, bro. I'm always there. Yeah, they used to be, they used to, but not anymore, Fozzy. Now, when a commercial break happens, it splits a screen and you can still see the wrestling action. Oh, they stopped that. It was funny when I saw it, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. One of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life, brother. One of the weirdest things, man. Yeah. Yes. Big up psychedelic scientist. What happened to Shaolin, man? I missed that. Big up Fozzy.
Yeah, Shaolin, bless, bro.
Yeah, big up Fozzy JK. FSG love leaving things last minute. Do you think they'll wait until the summer to sort out contracts just to piss us off? Maybe. Listen, I don't trust them as far as I could throw them, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm staying the way I am with them. How are we doing, Fozzy? So ready for tonight's game? Yeah, 100%, mate. What do you think of tonight's game, JK? Like, are you on the side of you don't care if we win or lose? Or
no.
Are you on
never.
the side of are you on the side of if we win, it will elevate us to beat Man City, and if we beat the two best teams in the world, that will take the players' minds into the next level, which is beating every team. Even if we're like 3 goals down, we'll come back and win. You know what I mean?
Bro, like, for me, it's all about winning. And like tonight's game, I'm so looking forward to it. This is all them finals where they've done us bad. This is like a little revenge match for them, Yeah. Even the last time they came to Anfield, we were 2-0 up, Hence why I think Darwin will score today. I just got a funny feeling for days that Darwin will score. Hopefully he will score. Yeah. But for me, I'm really looking forward to this one. We've got to win this. I want to win every game Liverpool play. And I want to be on top of both tables. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's 100%. All about, bro. In the last week, we've been on top of them 2 tables.
Yeah, because I don't think people understand, bro. I don't think people understand like the what do you call it, significance. I think I don't know how to say that word, but you know what I'm saying. They don't understand what levels it could bring you for you to beat Real Madrid and Man City in the same week. You don't understand like what that could do to a player's mind. You know what I mean? He will think he could beat anyone. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Stop ignoring this Real Madrid game. Stop ignoring that. We have to win tonight. We have to win tonight. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that would take us to this is currently the best team in the world, people. Currently. And Man City, they were the best team in the world before that. So if we beat both of them, it will elevate us to the next level, man. I'm telling you, the title will be close if we do that. Ignore what's happening with Arsenal and all these other teams. Just concentrate on what we do. Andrew says, I feel we need a DM, a centre back, LB, left back, win the title. We lacking depth. Yeah, 100% we're lacking depth, bro. But you know what owners we got. I don't need to say much about that. Can see why Klopp wanted to control, and to be honest, he's better than Edwards and co. With Klopp, you know what he's since we're facing these problems right now. You know who the problem was. It was never about Klopp. It was the people in charge of the football club that was the problem. Because a lot of Liverpool fans were saying Klopp is the one who's saying, I don't want these players, I don't want that player, I don't want that player. Now, you know, the evidence is right on your face, isn't it, JK? He was never the problem. It was the people in charge, because they're doing the same thing even under him right now.
Like, this is why it makes me laugh when, like, I've heard some bad things said about Klopp in the last 6 months and stuff. Like, that guy was for the fans. We didn't know how many times he knocked on their door and said, listen, I need this guy, this guy, exactly. This guy. And they've told him, we can't give you this guy and this guy and this guy. Yeah. So for me, he went there as a fan of Liverpool, saying, look, we need this player. But he kept it sweet by not going on the camera and saying, oh, look, I went to the office, I told him I need this guy, and we didn't get nothing. So for me, he did that. So how can you disrespect that guy? Mm-hmm. You know, Klopp did what he did. Edwards has come in since nearly a year soon. And he's been there since he left last time anyway. He's been in contact because, like, at the end of the day, how can you walk in 2 days after Klopp left and say, I'm the new head of football for FSG now? Yeah. He's been in contact with them, you know? So what did he get as the DM that last season? Remember that DM we needed just in case Endo went off oil got injured?
And Lavia and Caicedo, we didn't get that.
So we didn't get nothing.
You know what the proof in the pudding is when people are not ambitious is when you try to go for the likes of, Fekir, the likes of, Tchouameni, and the likes of Caicedo, Lavia, and you don't get those signings, but you get the cheaper version. You know what I mean? Like, you go for Fekir, then you get Shaqiri. You go for Caicedo, then you get Endo. You know what I mean? It's just the same as, and then you go for Tchouameni, then you get Nunes. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying, guys. It's just it's the same thing. Like, you always get the cheaper end of the, the transfers, because they don't want to win titles. That's the whole point. Where we at now is by accident. It's not. They didn't expect. Let's be honest, JK. They didn't expect Liverpool to be this good this season, man. The owners. Let's be realistic here, bro. They did not.
Like, of course. But at the end of the day, as I always said before, the players and the managers have kept FSG's gambling of the club's success on track. Like, you could have gone pear-shaped, bro, under Klopp and under Slot already this season. You know what I'm saying? It's the players have kept FSG's backside safe in that way of fans not going after them. What you do? Imagine we were 10th and we were like second bottom in the Champions League. Imagine something like that, And even with Klopp last year, we didn't make Champions League football. We finished 8th. No one would say anything to the owners. They'll just blame Klopp and fucking Slot now.
Exactly.
Like, for me, I wanted Slot to do well. Why? Because I support Liverpool. But second, I didn't want fans to go after him after we just getting Chiesa.
Exactly, bro.
And that's not an Italian cheese. That's a football player.
But it's like a what's his name? Arthur. It's like an Arthur signing just to shut the fans up. We've got someone. You know what I mean? it's like something on display, innit? But you're never gonna see it playing. That's what it looks to me when I look at that, man. It's just a display thing. Hughes was a disaster as Edwards. Yeah, listen. You're coming from Bournemouth to Liverpool, but you know the quality there, guys. Let's just be realistic. You know what I mean? GG, big up, brother. Big up, Fozzy. We need a midfielder who can feed Nunes, a KDB type of midfielder. That's what we thought Szoboszlai is going to be, innit, JK?
Exactly. That's me, bro. I should be that player. No problem.
Well, coming to the show, yeah, 100%, bro. Like, Szoboszlai, listen, he's got all the qualities as a player that can achieve anything, but he's just showing it, mate. I don't know where it is, JK.
He's there again, bro.
Yeah, with Szoboszlai, I said he's got the qualities that can achieve anything. Like we thought, like he's going to be the next De Bruyne for Liverpool Football Club, but he's not showing it, bro. Like I don't know what it is. When he plays for Hungary, he's like the Maradona, you know what I mean, of Hungary. But when he plays for Liverpool, there's the way he plays is nothing like that, nothing at all. You think
because you know why, bro?
He's starstruck or something like that. Could he be starstruck or something like that?
It could be, and also that fact about Hungary, he's the number one top dog, and he's going to be the number one top dog on the field as well. Yeah. He's the go-to guy. He's playing for the biggest club out of all the players in the Hungary squad. He's playing for the biggest club, Liverpool. Yeah. Hence why he's the number one guy there, bro. At Liverpool, you got Salah, you got Virgil, you got Trent, you got a lot of superstars there. Hence why I think he's the type of guy he wants to control the game. And if he's not controlling the game, he's sort of not 100% there.
Yeah.
For Hungary, he's 100% there. Why? Because he controls the games when it concerns their attack and stuff. And that's the only problem with Szoboszlai. He needs to control the game and not care about anyone else.
Do you think that's something?
I'm the best player on the pitch. I'm controlling
the coaching. Do you think that's something the coaches need to work on him? Like tell him, like, bro, you could do what you normally do. Don't be starstruck from don't keep giving the ball to Salah when you can shoot. You know what I mean? Do what you normally do. You know what I mean? Stop overthinking things. I mean, we want you to be the star. You're the future of this club. You're only 23. So you are the future. So start taking, responsibilities on the pitch. That's what you need to tell him, in my opinion. And I don't think there's much said that to him. Psychedelic scientist says, although I like Darwin, maybe the team are losing trust with all he's missed chance, hence the lack of service. Yeah, I see sometimes people intentionally ignore him, bro. I don't know about you, JK.
It happens a few times now. Endo, a few games back. Szoboszlai the other day.
Yeah, 100%. Ravi says, I don't hate Robbo. I just need the club to not plat as much as naturally coming to an end. We know about Robbo, bro. We know life doesn't last for every player, bro. We know that. It happens to everybody. Father time catches up with everybody. Look at Man City. I mean, Father time catches up with everybody. Respect, Bajan. FSG ain't no money in Jan. Oh, don't say that, Uncle Ross. We're crying about that. The final also says that don't do contracts in December. Then it's over. All three leave to push FSG out. They did the same to Boston. Look trust. Okay. All right. Yeah. But listen, when do you expect the contracts to be signed, JK, before we leave, bro? When do you?
If they're gonna get done, it's gonna be the first week of Jan.
First week. What do you want? Forget about first of Jan. What do you want as a fan? When do you want the contracts to be done and dusted?
Today, bro. I tell you the truth, before the game. Real Madrid. Look, these three guys are all signed new contracts. Trent ain't going to Real Madrid. He's staying here. That would be like bang, Yeah. If you want to do it like showbiz style, that's the one to do it.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Bajan Bars respects you. Yes, lad, you enjoyed it, and saxophone break is mad. Yeah, 100%. If we win versus Real Madrid City, then surely we'll be favourites to win the Champions League. Listen, anything can change, in the season. Last season, we was top of the league more than anybody. And what happened? We got a few injuries, then we dropped off. We haven't got the strength in depth, guys. We need to sign players. That's what we need to do. We need to do serious. We need to be serious and demand the best top quality players for this club. Why we settling for reduced bargain bin players? Man, it's not us, bro. We want the best, but some people don't want the best. Sobos was the captain for Hungary at 18 years old. There's a good documentary about him. He's a quality player. Listen, I'm a firm believer he's going to improve. And you could see he scored the other day. He was in the game. And I'm a firm believer. If Liverpool signs Zubimendi, Maka will play in the 10 role. And he is master in passing the ball. through between the lines, which will allow our strikers to score more goals. You're spot on, bro. I agree with you as well. I think the likes of Darwin Núñez will become a better player. You know what I mean? Because you got the McAllister passing ability, and then you're gonna have Gravenberch and Zubamendi right behind that with more passing ability. You know what I mean? So that means that the strikers will get more chances to score goals. If you know what I mean. But yeah, JK, man, thanks for coming on, bro. I really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this, man. Honestly.
It was nice coming on, bro. Top show before the game and stuff.
Yeah. Guys, I'll be back for the watch along tonight. If you want to join me, you know what I mean? The more views we get, the better for the channel. The more likes we get, the better for the channel. But please do me a favor, just like, and subscribe if you're new. If you want to see more of this, especially from JK and myself and everybody else that comes on the channel. Yeah, JK, enjoy your day, bro. We'll speak again, probably after the game. Thank you for coming on, bro. I appreciate that, man.
No problem, bro. Let's get that win today.
I know it was a short notice as well. I appreciate that, bro.
Always blessed, bro.
All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Please subscribe to the other YouTubers such as Final Whistle, Bejan Barnes, Uncle Rods. I forgot how to say his channel's name. Let me just put it there. Sean, of course. Let me get his comment. Sorry about that. Apologies, guys. Apologies. Let me get his channel up there for you. I'm all about supporting our Liverpool people, innit? There you go. AKM LFC, Frank Carlisle as well. Please go and subscribe to these guys. All right, I'm off. See you soon. Take care, everybody.